Hello, I'm Sankalp, and welcome to my podcast on emotional intelligence. For this first episode, let me tell you my story of how I came about making this show and what you can expect in the episodes to come. Almost 5 years ago, when I was in college, I attended what's called a silent meditation retreat. At the time, I strongly identified as an introvert, as a shy, quiet person, and I thought that's the kind of thing that I would enjoy. It turned out that I was completely wrong, and the retreat ended up giving me 10 of the most stressful days of my life. For the uninitiated, a silent meditation retreat is exactly what it sounds. You meditate for 10 days straight, 10 hours a day, and in complete silence. That means no talking, no listening to music, no reading books, and no podcasts. In future episodes, I'll talk about what meditation is, but for now, you can imagine that taking away all the things that gave me joy would not have been a pleasant experience. Adding to that, there are several sessions in which I was supposed to maintain my posture for 1 full hour. That is 60 minutes of tingling feet, heavy arms, and throbbing knees. I remember powering through the 10 days, thinking that I only want to complete the retreat so that I could criticize every bit of it once I come out, so that I could go home and write a knockdown argument for why the meditation process is a trap to be avoided. I wanted to go hard at them, researching on the web for rational scientific arguments against meditation. I expected to find a whole plethora of scientific evidence that dismissed meditation as a legitimate practice. But to my surprise, when I looked into the science investigating meditation, I found quite the opposite. The science, although not conclusive, certainly was indicating that there are many benefits to meditation. I read about stories of how meditation changed your brain, your immune system, your genetics, all for the better. Here I was, intending to find material to oppose meditation, only finding myself to getting more convinced otherwise. At the same time, I started noticing benefits of meditation when I returned home. I started to realize that my emotions can be managed by a skillful use of attention, and that I have some tools in meditation to do that. Ever since that realization, I have been meditating more or less every day for the last 5 years. Now, at this point, I want to stop and hammer one point home. This show is not about meditation. And this is because I don't think emotional intelligence is all about meditation. I think meditation can be helpful. It can be helpful in living a healthy emotional life, but it alone is neither necessary nor sufficient. So let me repeat. An expertise in meditation does not count as an expertise in emotional intelligence. Let me tell you why I'm emphasizing this point. It is because I myself fell for it. I believed that meditation was my panacea, this all-round solution to all problems of my mind, if not my life. And with that attitude, I gave myself all to it, doing retreat after retreat at a rather young age. I brought my perfectionism and go-getting attitude to meditation and reaped some benefits as well. But I was suffering a lot, and without realizing it, I was happily ignoring my suffering. Finally, it took me a rather bad incident, one that got me to a psychiatrist after a meditation retreat, to realize that I was doing something exceptionally wrong. In the years that have followed, I have continued to meditate, and I have investigated other areas of my emotional health, like childhood distresses, social skills, physical fitness, and so on, all of which have contributed to my emotional well-being. What I've also realized is that our understanding of what emotional health means and how to achieve it is quite limited. At the same time, it is not inexistent, and there are bits and pieces of wisdom scattered all across the place. This podcast is my attempt to catalog all my learnings on emotional intelligence, of the learnings that I've had in the past and the learnings that I will have in future. I'm trying to organize my own ideas through this podcast. When I talk to my friends, I realize a lot of people haven't even started scratching the surface of emotional intelligence. If that sounds like you, I hope this podcast gives you a wealth of pointers on where to begin. Regardless of your experience with emotional intelligence, I hope the discussion I am about to post here will be valuable to you. A final point to conclude. I don't intend to be a teacher giving out lessons. I don't think I'm capable of that. All I intend to do is make my thinking public and hopefully start a discussion around it. So I'm inviting you to share this journey with me, not as a follower, but as a companion. I think emotional intelligence is something that humanity is still figuring out, and I intend this podcast to be a part of that pursuit. So thank you for joining me and thank you for listening. And I hope you will join me on this journey. I would be eager to hear from you what you think of this episode and the episodes to come. And for that, all the relevant links to contact me will be in the description of this show. Thank you so much and see you in the next one.